Well, good morning. It is Friday, May 30th, and we are off the coast of Maine. Yes, we've left Canada and we are heading to Portland, Maine. It's a little cooler than it's been. We are on the Atlantic, kind of the open Atlantic, although we're hugging the shore. So time to pack up. We're here till 9:30. We actually are not supposed to get there till 12:30. And you can tell it's windy again today. We leave at 9:30 and head to Boston tomorrow. So, yeah, it's almost over, but it's been fun. So, still one more day. Hang on. Well, we've had a nice morning just on the ship, kind of chilling. We are coming into Portland, Maine. And we have way off in the distance, we have a lighthouse. This is the Lighthouse tour. Hold on. Okay, here's my poutine and there's my beaver tail. And I am not the least bit hungry, but I'm gonna eat it all. Okay, we are off the boat in Portland, Maine. And we have to go through customs and immigration here. So there we go. Looks like a lovely town though. Gray clouds though, but mild. It's like 71,000 people. And that's our largest city here in Maine. So we are off the boat and on our bus tour. Some of you are coming from places where it's called the Best of Maine. Would be considered a village, but Portland Head and Kennebunkport. It's the largest city. The largest, isn't it? This was the mast was brought back and set up here in Portland. She was 85 years. Places for a song. Beautiful homes that and when people she said have now all turned into condos. Yeah. Behind this whole area, there's a walking path down by the water, and there's a beach down there as well. There are tennis courts and playgrounds and everything. This is an observation tower that was built in the 1800s to help that kind of thing. But, basically regulate traffic. But when you have ship traffic, that is. Our school kids come here. When you're in Kennebunkport, if you go to get clams, you're going to find that they're very expensive. It's back-breaking work. What these men are, people set up a big tent village. So you might notice that this is the second fire station we've gone by. I don't know if you noticed the first one or not, but this is. And Researchum is our motto, and Researchum means we will rise again. Because after there were several serious fires. And the city rebuilt. A guideline came down that everything in the downtown area, the British were the naval force of the world back then. We've got and that what they needed were the straight white pines that we had. We weren't giving it to them. Looks like a Civil War statue. And they said, "Oh yes, you will." So they came and destroyed the city. Worth Longfellow, I know you know the names. You might not be able to quote. So we just passed Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's home. However, you use his poetry. This is a beautiful building, Maine College of Art and Design, and you may like have SCAD. As we go along, and I'll sit for a bit. Not Savannah, homeless population. We're here because they were getting inspiration from the mountains and the ocean. Lots of pride flags. I love it. It is an unbelievably well-represented artists are there. And on the right-hand side as well as on the left, you'll notice by a sooner time than we are here in the United States. There's our ship back there. So we don't build them, but they come to us. We put them in the shipping containers and they go up to Iceland. Okay, we are at our first stop. This is the Portland Head Lighthouse, and there's some forts. Our tour guide was explaining, Linda was explaining to us their forts were built into the earth, so you could not even see them coming in. If you were coming in by ship, you couldn't see the forts. So effective defense. And we've got blue skies and sunshine here, and looking gray and stormy here. So, okay, we'll see. Oh, and this is very pretty. The waves coming up against the rocks. So gorgeous. And then, oh, I should have started this way and gone over this way, and here's the lighthouse. All right, I made it to the lighthouse. You can't go in, the museum requires admission, but there is, I guess that's Portland. I don't know, there's Portland and South Portland is a city, but folks are out sailing. We've got like a touring boat, and then again the beautiful rocks. I'd like to learn more about the geology of the area. Anyway, and then there's another lighthouse way out there. Does not look like there's a little island. Yeah, so anyway. Okay, interesting. There's a message here about some shipwreck at Christmas. Sun's come out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely. Oh my gosh, such a great day. All right, and this was the bicentennial celebration. This was built in 1789, as you can see, and it is the oldest lighthouse in the United States. There's one in Boston that was the oldest lighthouse in the colonies. Yeah, I don't know, potato, potato, right? So this is a cliff walk. There's a sailboat without the sail up. I walked out, so for a different prospect of the lighthouse. This is just a beautiful view, if I do say so myself. Oh my gosh. Steep cliffs down to the water. Okay, we have made it to Kennebunkport.
You know, or we're involved in the shipping industry of some sort.
The homes are stunning.
You can imagine, this is a bit of a high-end community,
yeah,
too. These are still all single-family homes.
Wow. Wow.
But this
and
is it
there's
right here
barns
on the
attached to the homes.
And
we're coming up to the wedding
about
cake
2 miles
house.
an hour. We can't stop.
Here is the wedding cake house. The owners were going to make a wedding venue out of it, but they didn't get the permits.
Yeah, we have.
Oh my gosh. Really? Wedding cakey. Talk
and
about your New England.
Some of that property for you, by the way.
Now these are newer homes. This is a little salt box, New England salt box.
And by the way, the picture
that looks
of George
like downtown Kennebunkport.
That was the last year he came. He died that winter. So that.
Okay.
But remember,
Franciscans set up a monastery.
It came right after World War II.
And now it's a B&B behind these bushes.
And their land.
Okay, it's high tide now.
Tide,
oh my gosh.
It is a big, popular,
beautiful homes. Lovely little home, summer home.
These homes that we're going to be going
Here's the
are
beach.
indeed summer homes. And they're pretty much closed.
And this is where Barbara Bush used
They're
to walk
now.
her pups. And that's a view back to the beach. And more huge homes.
Houses in the back of them.
And beautiful.
I
beautiful
don't think
home
they have
here.
a friend in town.
Yikes, those are exposed. She said they've had really bad winter storms the past 2 winters that have done a lot of damage.
Sandwiches pre-made and lobster rolls and that kind of thing.
Ooh.
And you can go in there and just order something, sit outside or sit inside. There are coffee, pastries. If you don't want to spend a lot of time in a restaurant, that would be one. There's also a place, this one on the left-hand side, the best of everything. This little building. If you are buying something for someone, I said the
all right, these are the homes on Walker's Point, which is basically where the Bush compound is.
The Rockefellers or the Fords or the Vanderbilts, they were already in Bar Harbor, Maine. They were not going to come down here. They were already established.
This is a really cool house.
So they were looking for the next level.
And then, so this was built for upper middle class people?
They haven't gone down on my level.
I don't think so.
I'm a retired teacher. On the right-hand side, and again, we'll start going slowly down through here. We cannot stop on Forceway.
And this is
the family's here. Is that the Texas flag?
Bush compound.
Family's here.
Absolutely right.
Somebody in the family's
Deborah
here.
knows. Our only place where they do have a little bit of a fence is by the pool, which makes sense to me. You know, you're out there in a bathing suit. You want all these
somebody's there.
buses going by taking pictures of you.
And Maine.
But anyway,
okay, we are off the bus, and now I'm going to have much better pictures than taking them from on the bus. And we are crossing the bridge over the Kennebunkport River. There is a little bit of blue sky. I love those three boats. Okay, and Doug and Kim just took a picture of this sign, and I think I will too. Kennebunkport welcomes you. They said there's good lobster and clams over here. Sitting outside, it has gotten definitely cooler since we left the cruise ship in Portland. And continuing to walk around Kennebunkport. Beautiful. We're going for this green one because, okay, we're in a little general store that like I said, our tour guide recommended this place. We're getting a lobster roll. It's got all kinds of stuff. I'm loving this. Maine blueberry pancake popcorn, maple popcorn, wine. You got your Maine maple syrup, lobster gummies. Yeah, cute store. And I like all the movie posters. And it's time for the third lobster roll of the trip, plus a whoopie pie that's massive. It's like almost as big as my hand. Yum. Oh my gosh, I am full of lobster and whoopie pie, which things could be worse. Here we have a whole bunch of lobster traps. And there we have the Clam Shack Seafood Market. I'm gonna go in and take a look. All right, and here we are on the other side of the bridge. With the Kennebunkport River. And that must be one of the original signs right there. Here's our bus. And Debbie is our awesome bus driver who is helping Chubb. She's so sweet. And this is one of the farmhouses that was here. I don't know if I told you this earlier, but I guess up here the farmhouses were attached to their barns. That's so they didn't have to go outside during the winter to take care of the animals. And then this, oh my gosh, this is your classic New England salt box. Wow.
Billboard on board.
Yeah, Jose is going to do his music trivia.
Songs from the movies.
Jose.
And while I'm playing the songs from the movies, I will be reenacting the scenes from the movies. What I didn't mention is I will be asking for assistance from the audience.
Yeah.
So if I ask, let's say, a tall, male, muscular, just look for somebody, look around, and point at that person, we're gonna get them.
Okay. It's music trivia with Jose. Woo! Woo! Come on! Yeah! Woo! Well, good morning. It is Saturday, May 31st. We are at Boston Logan Airport. You're going to get 2 days worth of videos for the price of one. So we were up early this morning, had our breakfast, got off the ship, fastest disembarkation we've ever experienced, and got to the airport, no traffic at 7:30 in the morning in Boston, so we got to the airport very quickly. You sure? Okay. And we're waiting for our plane for almost 3 hours, but rather get here early. So it was a really good trip. Yeah, so next trip, end of July. I'm taking 2 months off of traveling. So until we meet again, remember, buy the shoes, eat the cake and lobster and mussels and all that, and take the trip. And I'll see you next trip.